Man, guys, I tell you, boy, it's like these 9 to 5 people. I'm telling y'all. You see, the thing is too, when you constantly taking orders, you can't. Guys, the average 9 to 5 worker, I doubt has an IQ over 120, and if they do, then they simply just working for people, I guess, because they scared to go out. They like a bird that's afraid to fly out of the nest or something. I don't know what it is, but I deal with a lot of 9 to 5 people throughout my day, and I notice. Well, first of all, these people they treating these always tell y'all they treating these jobs like they club hopping. That there's no competence. There's a few places that keep kind of the same faces around. Panda does, Chipotle does, but most of the places, and even Panda and Chipotle, half the staff be getting changed out. So there's always going to be some kind of incompetence going on. Now, right now, somehow I end up picking up 2 bags. See, you know what it is, y'all? I'm not gonna just dump it all on 9 to 5 workers. The incompetence is really coming from the fact that these places refuse to hire somebody to only work with the gig food. See, let me get a 9 to 5 people a break. Because when I was working fast food in my younger days, I didn't have to deal with no gig apps, right? You just went, if you worked at McDonald's, Burger King, that's all you did. Now they putting double the work on these people by having to be worrying. Think about it. They doing double the work, y'all. And they still getting minimum wage. Y'all know what minimum wage is supposed to be? It's supposed to be $26 an hour. Minimum wage is not supposed to be $15, $16 an hour. I told y'all, it's all mind control. First thing came on the news, you saw people out with picket signs, uh, right? Marching, talking about give us $15 an hour. And then they told you the government wouldn't give them 15. But actually, that's exactly what the government wanted to give y'all dumbasses. They wanted to give you $15 an hour, but they have to they have to dumb you down. How do they dumb you down? By showing you some people who marching with some picket signs talking about give us $15 an hour. So all of a sudden, this is what happens when you watch television. You actually get a lobotomy, especially with these HD TVs. I'm gonna talk to y'all about that later. Actually, I never owned the HD TV, y'all, and I haven't watched TV in years. You actually get a lobotomy. Those things cause a lobotomy when part of your brain shuts down. I think it's the frontal lobe or something like this. You're not able really to do certain functions. Your brain shuts down. So now instead of what we use, they say we only use 10% of our brain. Guys, I got to be using more than 10% of my brain. There's no way especially with this anointing that I'm going through, I think I'm using more than 10% of my brain. And I think the government knows that there are some people who use it more and who DNA strands have activated. I think the government knows this. But never mind that. We need all these idiots out here so they can be the decoys to hide the gods, right? Right. So back to the whole TV thing. So you watching the news, you think you catching up on something. You think you gonna catch up on something that nobody don't know, even though everybody's watching the goddamn news. And no matter what channel you turn to, they all saying the same script. I'm gonna leave that in the link about how every single channel you watching, they all sound like a bunch of robots. But somehow somebody is up there reading the newspaper or watching the news thinking they're getting the inside before anybody else does. Oh my goodness. Don't even let me get started, y'all. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. So they tell you that they're fighting and they're marching to get $15 an hour. Meanwhile, you're saying, well, they better give us $15 an hour. And then the government announces, we're going to give you $15 an hour. And you're like, yeah, we got them. No, you didn't get shit. That's what they was going to pay your ass anyway. You dumb motherfucker. You supposed, based on inflation, since the 1970s, minimum wage is supposed to be 26. And I heard that about 2 years ago. It's probably supposed to be around $28 an hour right now. Not 15, not 16, 26, between 26 and $30 an hour is what minimum wage is supposed to be based on inflation and the price of everything. You see? You're getting screwed. So these people doing twice the work and getting paid twice as less, y'all. Go figure. And these places, they won't hire nobody to just do the gig section. Why not? Why not? Why won't they hire one extra person and say you the person who gonna take care of the gig apps today? Why not? What's wrong with that? Man, I tell y'all, if y'all don't take this life by the I don't even know how you say it. If you don't take this life by the horns, it will take control of you. If you do not take control of it, it will surely take control of you.